are deadly battles of African wild animals. In the African wilderness, there are no rules, only survival. Behind the beauty of the savanna and the silence of the jungle lies a brutal reality. Only the strongest survive. Africa is home to some of the most powerful, aggressive, and fearless animals on the planet. And when two apex predators meet in the same territory, the result is often a deadly battle, not for food, but for dominance. These are not mere animal encounters. These are nature's purest forms of warfare. From the unforgiving plains of the Serengeti in Tanzania to the harsh deserts of Namibia and the floodplains of the Okavango Delta in Botswana, African wildlife is a constant battlefield. Lions, leopards, hyenas, crocodiles, elephants, buffaloes. Each of them has their territory, their pride, and their place in the food chain. But the moment two species cross paths at the wrong time, instincts take over, and what follows is violent, quick, and unforgettable. One of the most feared battles in the wild is between lions and hyenas. These two species have been at war for centuries. While lions rule with power and size, hyenas rule with numbers and strategy. A single lion can kill a hyena effortlessly. But hyenas don't fight alone. They surround the lion, bite from all sides, and force it into a defensive corner. In places like the Masai Mara in Kenya, rangers have witnessed entire hyena clans launching coordinated attacks on young or injured lions. Yet when a full-grown male lion decides to retaliate, the hyena pack scatters in seconds, because one swipe from a lion's paw is enough to break a hyena's spine. Another brutal confrontation happens between buffaloes and lions. The African buffalo is one of the most dangerous animals on the continent, not because of its size alone, but because of its fearless nature and herd mentality. A group of lions may ambush a buffalo, bringing it down with sheer force. But one mistake, and the buffalo's horns become weapons of death. Videos from Kruger National Park in South Africa have captured lions being gored to death mid-hunt. There was even a case in Zambia where a buffalo flung a lion several meters into the air after the lion tried to grab its calf. In most cases, if the buffalo herd returns, they will fight to defend their own, and lions are often forced to retreat. Leopards and baboons are another deadly rivalry. Leopards are solitary and stealthy, perfect for surprise attacks. But baboons are not helpless. When caught alone, a baboon may be a meal, but a troop of baboons can fight back violently, using their long canines and numbers to overwhelm the predator. In 2018, in Uganda's Kibale forest, a young male leopard was killed by a troop of over 30 baboons after attempting to drag away an infant. The battle lasted only 5 minutes, but the leopard was outmatched and outnumbered. Crocodiles and hippos represent another shocking rivalry. Both live in the same waters, but their relationship is far from peaceful. Crocodiles are ambush predators. They drag prey underwater and drown it. But hippos, they are one of the most territorial and aggressive animals in the world. In the rivers of the Okavango and the Nile, crocodiles have learned to avoid adult hippos. Even young hippos are protected by their mothers with intense aggression. In fact, hippos have been seen biting crocodiles in half, literally. In one case near Lake Kariba, a crocodile that came too close to a hippo's calf was crushed between its jaws in under 3 seconds. But perhaps one of the most surprising battles is elephants versus rhinos. These are two massive creatures. Rhinos are powerful and aggressive, especially black rhinos. But elephants, being bigger and more dominant, often assert control over shared watering holes. In cases of drought or territorial pressure, elephants have been known to attack rhinos, especially young or injured ones. In 2000, in Hluliwe Mfolozi Park in South Africa, a group of young male elephants killed over 30 rhinos over a few months. Conservationists later found the elephants had no natural elders to control their behavior. Once mature males were introduced, the killing stopped. It showed that even in the animal kingdom, structure and leadership reduce unnecessary violence. Then there's the case of lions versus crocodiles. When a pride of lions comes to drink and a crocodile lunges from the water, both sides enter a brief but violent struggle. Sometimes the lion escapes. Sometimes the crocodile bites into the lion's leg or face. In Botswana's Chobe River, a female lion once drowned in the jaws of a massive Nile crocodile after attempting to cross alone at dusk. But in other encounters, lions have been seen working together to drag crocodiles out of shallow waters and kill them before retreating. In the end, every one of these battles is not just about food, it's about dominance, survival, and instinct. These animals are not fighting for sport. They fight because the wild has no second chances. A single injury can mean death from hunger. A moment of weakness invites other predators. And a lost battle can erase an entire bloodline. For many tourists, the African wild is beautiful and thrilling. But for those who live in the bush, the rangers, the trackers, and the locals, they know the truth. Behind every lion's roar, every crocodile splash, and every elephant's trumpet, there's a story of war and survival. So the next time you see a wildlife documentary showing animals fighting, remember, Rhinos, these are not entertainment clips. These are real lives, real deaths, and real instincts at work. The African wild does not forgive weakness. It celebrates strength, strategy, and unity, even among animals. This is the deadly code of survival in the wild, where every battle writes the next chapter of nature's story.